Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name is Khan, and I'm with Business Credit Suite. Um, Today's topic is what are the steps of building business credit? The reason why I'm making this video today is because I follow a lot of Facebook groups and I see that everyone is asking the same thing. How do I get started? What do I need to do? And what that did, it opened my eyes to the fact that some people might build their business credit and get all the way to funding to realize they're getting denied or something isn't right, um, and that can be devastating for many people who put time into it. Okay, so what we did is we have that problem solved for you all. Okay, so again, what are the steps of building business credit? Now, we're not going to get into what business credit is today. We're just going to talk or assume that you have an idea what business credit is, and you just want to know, how do I get started and what steps should I follow? Okay, so here we go. We have created two ways for you to do it. First of all, it's simple. Second, we made it all free. Yeah, it's really free. Okay, if you go to our website at businesscreditsuite.com, you will see we have a step-by-step instructions on building business credit. Okay, it's really good. The step-by-step is really good. We work on it daily. We try to update it. We try to make it better. We try to make it more understanding. So bear with us as we make it even more simpler for you. But it starts from registering your business all the way to funding, what you need to do. And it doesn't, you don't have to search. I mean, if it says create a Dun & Bradstreet number, it gives you the link right here. Click on the link and you can do your work. Okay, we have made it simple, but we're going to make it even better. Okay, it is a very, very good tool for everyone. Now, the thing about business credit building that many people do not tell you, or I do not hear often, is there's actually two parts. The first is, I call it the 20-point compliance, a compliance checklist, and then the building of the business credit. So a compliance and building of the business credit. So what is compliance? What makes up compliance? Like registering your business, getting an EIN number, getting a website, a Facebook page, getting a Dun & Bradstreet number, all those little things, or getting a website, all the simple things that makes a business real. I call that compliance. But that compliance is very, very important for the banks, because when they are, investigating whether or not to approve you for a loan, that is what they do. They do a compliance check. They want to see that you are visual and that you are a real company. So that's what I've created, the 20-point compliance check. So when you see that step by step and you will fulfill those 20 points, you are going to be compliant to what the bank or financial institution is looking for. And the second part is, now we're going to build the business credit. Building the business credit is actually now going out there and getting vendor accounts. People like to use the word vendor accounts. It is simply going to suppliers that will offer you small credit lines on a net 30. Okay, net 30. Net 30 is a simple thing. They deliver the goods, you have 30 days to pay for it. Don't wait until 30 days. Okay, so you can buy printing paper, okay, for 50 bucks, and they're gonna deliver it to you. You have 30 days. That is business credit. Okay, so it starts with the small thing. So let's say, for example, Uline, you order some paper products from them for $50 and they agree to give you a net 30 account, and they might tell you, okay, you have a $500 net 30 account, so you can order up to $500 and you have 30 days to pay. Don't order unless you really need all of that stuff. Order $50, they put it in net 30. When you receive the stuff, 7-10 days, pay the bill. That is what, in principle, what building business credit is. So I name one company. but maybe we need to do 10 more companies like that. And now these are all small accounts, 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3, maybe even 5,000. There are a whole bunch of small accounts. And then once you get enough on there, then the bigger guys, the guys a little bit bigger than those small guys, are willing to give you 3, 5, 7,000. And so you move up to a different tier. And then another tier is that when you get a couple of the tier 2, let's say 3 to 5 of them posting in your credit, then the next guy who's willing to do 10 to 15 or 20,000, now he wants to talk to you. He wants to extend credit. So that is what building business credit. But remember, business credit really consists of 2 parts. 1, compliance. 2, the actual building of the business credit. So please spend time, go through that checklist and do all your compliance and then start building business credit. You will not get approved unless you do the compliance, trust me. Okay, so let's go back. We have made it easy. On the website, you have free step-by-step instructions. Second, we also have a software. Yes, that's also free too. Normally we charge $1,500 for access to the software. For a limited time, you're going to have free access to that software that is really so simple to use, and it shows you step by step how to build business credit. It also does the compliance and the building. What it also does, it keeps you in check that you don't miss no steps, okay? And it actually allows no room for mistake. Now, and it's really really an amazing tool, because you learn a lot, whether you're doing the step-by-step or by the software. But what is good about the software, as you move up your phases, as you're building your business credit and as you're getting to little phases, the software is able to tell you, hey, wait a minute, you qualify for this loan, or you qualify for this, okay? It always knows where you stand, and it can say you will qualify for this credit at the current stage or that you're in, and you will be approved. The other thing is that software knows every financial institution and banks that you don't even know. You can't even dream about it. And so as you continue to build, it does the funding. It tells you where you can get financed, or what type of credit you can get. Okay. And besides that software, for many good business owners, there's a lot more little software in part of that software that can help you very, very much in your business. Now, we're offering free access to the software. So you got 2 things. You can follow the step-by-step instructions, or you can follow the software. Okay? Now, remember, the software is only for a limited time. I don't know how long we'll do it, but it's there. All right? Let me make sure I'm not missing. Okay, so remember, the software does match you as you move along. Now, for both of them, please go to the website. It's www.businesscreditsuite.com. Okay, it's on the bottom there too. Anyway, now I want everyone just to remember one thing. When you think of business credit, let's forget about the greatness of business credit. Let's talk about establishing it the right way. Remember, compliance, and then build the business credit. Compliance, build the business credit. Both are very, very important. In fact, when you build business credit and you go to the banks or financial institution, guess what they're doing? Checking compliance, checking to see if you're real. Okay? Now let me speak about some perks of business credit, so that you will understand why business credit is such an awesome tool if used correctly. If you understand business credit and you use it correctly, for me, it's like a 6 in lotto. I always say that's like it's better than playing lotto, because you have a 99% chance of winning. Okay, and I can show you how to win. If you follow my videos, I will open your eyes to seeing everything that you do in a different perspective. People, sometimes you have to let your mind go to understand where I think. Now, let's talk about business credit. 1, business credit is easier to build than personal credit. Easier because personal credit if you have nothing on your credit and you didn't get some authorized users, you can get nothing. It's you know you got to start with all these little cards and build your way up. And the other thing is, business credit is faster to build. Where personal credit, it's not about. When I think of personal credit, I tell people, I have different ways of saying things. I say personal credit, there should never be a FICO score. It should be FICO history, because actually that's what the banks look at. You understand? We can have an 18-year-old kid that has one credit card for $300 and he has a 760 credit score. So why would you walk around and shout that I have a 760 credit score when at the banks you get nothing? Okay. So in the end, I never, in fact, when I talk to clients, I never ask credit score. I always say, do you have 5 accounts reporting on your credit that's over 2 years old? Then I talk about other stuff and then I get to the score. But normally if you got those, you'll have the score unless you have something there that's, messing with it. The other thing about business credit is, if you have $100,000 in credit, in business credit, you can max it out to 110%. Yes, you can go over it and it still doesn't hurt you. Okay? If you are given business credit or a business loan, they expect you to use it because you are getting it for a business and a business will use its money. Where in personal credit, if they give you a credit card, they really, really only expect you to use 15%. 15%. You're okay if you stay under 30. 15 gets you the highest rating. Under 30, you're okay. And the minute you go over 30, it's going to start hurting your credit because you're living off of your credit. So they give you credit for 10,000, but if you use more than 3,000, you're assumed as living off of your credit. Okay, so again, business credit is easier to build. It is faster to build. And whatever credit you get, you can use 110% of it and it will not hurt you. It will not hurt you personally or on your business, or your business credit or your business credit score. Now, except for, let's talk about business credit and credit cards. Except for like 2 companies I know, Discover and Capital One, nothing reports on your personal, everything reports on your business credit. Okay? Now, the other great thing about business credit is, let's compare it to personal credit. You went to Bank of America, you got a credit card from Bank of America. If Bank of America was offering 1 credit card and you got that 1 credit card, that's it, you're done. You have to go to another bank. Okay, there are some banks like that. I think you can get maybe 2 or 3 from Bank of America, but that's it. Where in business credit, you can go to the same bank with different companies and get the money again. So let's say I own 5 companies and I have business credit and good personal credit. I can go to Bank of America and get a $30,000 card. I can go the next day with another company and get another 30,000. I go a couple of days later, whatever. But on all 5 of those companies, I can get 30,000 from Bank of America. Now I know, for example, Capital on Tap, I think they will only do 1 business. Okay, but when we're talking about raising capital, if from 1 company you can get 200,000, imagine what you'll do if you can fund 5 companies back to back. Okay, that is how you should look at business credit. Okay, then you're gonna find out that the problem is not getting the money, not getting the capital. The problem is, how do I make money with the money? So what I teach you here, or what I try to relate to you, is you will find that getting capital is the easy part. What you need to concentrate on is, how do I make that money make money? Now, the other thing is, can you use business credit for anything? Who's going to stop you? So my take on that is, I will make another video on the way to use personal credit and the way to use business credit. But I'll give you something short to think about. What if you had 25 or 30 cards on your on your personal credit? It's all there just to show, like a beautiful wife or a handsome husband, whatever. And because of that, you get all the business credit. But you keep building that personal up and leave it. You never have to touch it. Why would you even have to touch your personal credit? if you can just build a company and can be offered credit, and that is not based on any type of documentation or a business activity, business revenues. So, and so long as your personal credit is good, every company or every corporation or LLC that you build out is money. So, but I have, that's something else for us to talk about in another video. The other advantage of business credit, it's easier to get funding. Okay, it's not as complicated. Okay, banks want to lend, and your chances of getting approved for a business loan is a lot easier than personal. Okay, so here's a scenario. Most people with good credit, okay, and built up business credit on a corporation or LLC could probably get 500,000 or more. But even if we make those numbers small and say, okay, for every company you build out, you get 200,000. Okay, then what if you built out 5 companies? Remember, the companies do not have to show revenues or any type of documentation to qualify for this loan. Now, if you know to make money, think about what I'm trying to say. Now I want to leave you with this thought. Imagine knowing that you can get access to credit, and some of it at 0% APR up to 18 months. Meaning that a bank is willing to give you money with no interest for 18 months. Okay? And imagine if you had enough companies to where you raised 500,000 with 0% APR for 18 months. Can you make that money, and give the bank back their money? What if you did 5 fix and flip that year or within that 18 months and you made 30,000 per flip? You made 150,000, you give the bank back their money, you have 150,000. But then you can do something else again. You replace all of those credit cards with newer cards with 0% APR again. So now you can work another year with 0% APR. But again, we'll talk about that in another video. What I'm trying to say here, that when things are done right, there's a lot of possibilities of understanding what business credit can do for you. Like I said, I think it's a great tool, but people must understand it. And if somebody has a plan and you listen to me and take mine, don't do what I say, but listen to what I say. Do your own research, and if you think it all makes sense, then come up with your own plan. How can you use 0% APR money or lines of credit or term loans to change your life? Okay. Now, there's one more thing I like to say. My philosophy is, don't wait. If you are in business, don't wait until you need money. If you're doing bad, start now. If you're doing great in business, start now. Don't wait. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you buying an H corporation or registering 5 different companies, building out the business credit on them, and putting them on the shelf. What you have done, if you have great personal credit and you build out 5 companies or LLC, that doesn't take long to do, and you just keep working on them and you leave them on the shelf, you will always be okay. Because no matter what comes up, what emergency in your business or a great, maybe something great comes across your desk that can get done if you had the capital, but you do. Because so long as you have those built up companies with great business credit, you have access to capital. Though that's why my philosophy is simple. Be prepared, always be prepared. I call it the JIC, just in case. And there's nothing wrong in preparing yourself for always being ahead of the game. And if you're doing bad, take it as a lesson. It takes a small sacrifice to build out business credit, and to have it ready. It's ready when you need it. You see, today we're talking about how do we build business credit, so we have to go through the process. But once you learn the process, build out some and save it. Okay? Maybe you meet a friend who has great credit. He has great credit, and he's willing to do some venture with you. He has a tool, his personally good credit, and you have a tool, a built-out corporation. Okay? You combine the two together, you have capital. Okay? All right, that's it. I think I ran my video a little bit too long. I hope to see you all again. Do me a favor, the like, subscribe that everybody tells you to do. Please do it for us, because at least, well, what it does, it helps you too to know when I come up with my next video. Trust me, what I can share will be amazing. It will be amazing, because not only do I tell it to you, you can go to the website, look, for example, we talk about step-by-step instructions. It's there. It's there. You can just go follow it, and you're going to be okay. And I tell you, we work every day on it, trying to better it. So bear with us. Everything is going to get better. I hope today's information helped a little bit. Watch for my next video. I normally do one a day. Maybe I'll do even more. Okay. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was good for you. All right. See you again.